Seeing the sun in the morning is one of the best things that you can do after surgery to reset your circadian clock. When you have surgery, and especially if you have general anesthesia for a prolonged period of time, it really distorts your sleep-wake cycles, which is known as your circadian rhythm. And the reason for this is that when you have anesthesia, you're kind of asleep, but it's not really a restorative, restful sleep. So when you wake up later that day at the end of your surgery, you don't know what to do later that night. Does your body want to sleep? Did it already have sleep? It somewhat had sleep. Most people find that first night after surgery just very confusing for their bodies. And then the next morning, they're tired because they didn't have a restful night of sleep. We've discussed in other videos about how if you have poor sleep, it can actually increase how much pain you feel after surgery. So we want to do everything we can do to improve sleep. And we have videos on this page discussing that concept. But one of the best things you can do as soon as possible after surgery is get morning sun into your eyes. That morning sun is able to reset your circadian clock and tell your body, hey, it's morning. This is the time to be awake. So if you're struggling with disrupted sleep after surgery and you're at home, try to get outside for those first couple minutes and just look at the horizon and the sun. If you're in the hospital, this is a bit more challenging because it doesn't have the same wavelength potential if you're looking through a window, but it still could potentially help. The other thing is to just try to reset your clock back to normal as much as you can. Kind of like when you have jet lag, how they tell you just to stay up that first day, even if you're really tired. Try to do that for surgery too. If you're really struggling with sleep after surgery, do your best to stay awake until a normal time to go to bed, and then try to go to bed and avoid naps during the day if you're finding that's really disrupting your sleep at night. But this is such a challenging thing that people deal with after surgery. And if you can just try one little thing to help your sleep, like looking at the sun, it's going to help you.